Sagittarius. Okay. Let's just get into your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries, and let's just be honest with each other. There's a little bit of a worry, I would say, a concern regarding a situation in your life, a social situation, maybe a gathering that you're going to be getting to, that is happening in your life. It's interesting how you feel. So it's interesting how you feel good when you're not in the vicinity or in the company of specific people, but just the idea of being around some certain person or specific people can start to cause you a great deal of tension and stress. Now that tells you really everything that you need to know about your relationship with these people, but it is a great time to actually go deeper and start to ask yourself those questions. Okay, so where is the stress coming from? And it's not good enough. The answer is not good enough if you're coming up with, I just don't like them. Why? What happened? What's going on? Why is there still that dis-ease or lack of comfort when it comes to this group, this setting in particular? Why is there such contention? Is there the same dynamic or same amount of tension in other times of your life? I don't think it is. I think mostly other times of your life you feel pretty good, right? Now, part of it could be because somebody or because you have a sense of being self-centered about them. And when there is this sense of, okay, having to work together or a group dynamic, whoever it is not really interested in the group dynamic. There's just this sense of me, I want it all about me, or I'm trying to make it all about me. Now, sometimes we can be unaware that we're doing the same thing, and that's why there's tension. It's that, we could easily say, oh, you just want to make it all about you, but are we doing the same thing? And it's important to ask yourself that question so you know really where, because attention is not just one-sided. Tension doesn't just arise because somebody's a bad guy, somebody's a good guy. Because that's just not reality. Reality is there's two people acting on their own accord, not really having much empathy, sympathy, compassion, etc., and only seeing things from their very limited perspective. So that's where we start the reading out. There's some sort of tension, there's some sort of clash, which means there's some sort of opportunity to learn or get a deeper understanding of yourself or the circumstance at hand, or about yourself because of the circumstance at hand. And then we have legends. Learn from those who inspire you. So this is coming in reverse. So this is definitely somebody that maybe you wanted to look up to or thought you should have been able to look up to, that let you down a great deal. Or somebody who you could say this person feels like they're a legend in their own mind. It's definitely ego getting in the way of closeness. This could be a somebody or, like I said, a situation. There's almost a sense of either you don't like what you've learned from this person, you don't like what you've seen from this person, so you've lost respect for them, or there's just this dynamic of yeah, it's like a clash of the titans, clash of the egos. Choices, make the best choices. So what would the best choices be for in this scenario? And it's interesting how that card is one, like, removed a little bit. Maybe you chose in the past to not be around specific people that you now find yourself having to be around again, and that's causing you a great deal of tension. Once again, these unresolved issues are partially your reaction to the situation. So if they're causing malfunction, dysfunction, or discomfort, now is the time to sort of tackle them, so that you don't tackle somebody else. I'm just going to say it how it is. Choices, make the best choice. Make the best choices. That's interesting. I wonder where that's going to lead us. Let's see. Oh, Sagittarius, please do hit that like button and then share this to your social media platforms. Also, Sag, please click that subscribe button below. I hope you enjoy the channel enough to subscribe. And then make sure that you ring that bell and hit all notifications. I upload Sagittarius with Scorpio and Libra every single Tuesday before 6 a.m. Please watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, because if you stop at your sun sign, you're getting a very limited perspective of the week. FYI. Sagittarius. So I wonder where, so this is sort of creation, seeing things from an interesting perspective, having a very artistic, creative mind, or using your ability to create to start working through some of these issues, almost like art therapy type of thing. And then we have loneliness. Standing apart, maybe intentionally deciding to stand apart or take yourself away from specific people. Or this is a person who tends to be extremely lonely. And the reason why they were lonely is because of choices that they made. They isolated themselves. So, you know, wow, art is here. Just being creative or some sort of art. I don't know why that's coming up. Something to do, something to look at, something that will help to distract your mind from this tension, or something that you can use this tension for. Can you put it into an artwork? Splatter painting sometimes is really aggressive and really fun. Any kind of painting, any kind of dance, any kind of song, any kind of music, any kind of artistic creative outlet would be really good for this tension that's building right now. And it's suggesting that it could actually help you work through some stuff to understand the tension a lot better. I know you think you may have all the answers for this tension, but I don't think that you really do, because it's still there and it's still overtaking you. I feel open writing stuff down. The wonderful aspect of this energy is that it's not out of your grasp anymore. It's not something that is a mystery to you anymore. It's something that is very much, you can grapple with it. You're at a point where you're not afraid to look at it, so look at it, because in that you're now pouring your heart open. Maybe that's what this is. It's like you're pouring your heart out because of all this tension that's happening. It's kind of like motivating you to sort of crack open, and all your creative juices are flowing again, which is really awesome energy, Sagittarius. Power. You know, take it where it comes. Take the inspiration where it's coming. Hold on. We have throat chakra. You have something that you have to say about these obstacles and challenges. So this is you finding your voice. 5-5 is here. A big change is coming into your life. Finding your voice, using your voice, but not necessarily using your voice to yell and scream at each other, but using your voice to build something, to create something. Yeah, that's what it is. Almost like it's helping you heal. It's helping you overcome these obstacles by getting it out and expressing yourself. There's passion ignited. So this is high energy, high impact energy floating around, and you've got to do something with it. It's somebody's really got you into a state where you have to do something with all this energy or you're going to explode. And then you have power and disruption. So maybe there's something here that you feel fragmented by, because that's kind of what this card is. A fragmented sense of self-control, self-esteem. Maybe it was hard for you to put pieces of yourself back together after the run-in with this person or this incident, or just this energy itself starts to dismantle your personal power and make you feel like you're lesser, simply because of all the tension and the memories around it. And then we have trapped in fear. But beautiful energy is now that we finally see the light. The light is starting to finally come through. How is it coming through? That's a good, your third eye chakra means you're being open to sense of spirituality. You're also open to understanding things from multiple perspectives, seeing things that aren't obvious. This could have been a long time coming, but it's after being trapped in fear, you're starting to see the light. Now, trapped in fear could also, yeah, could be pain, could be suffering, could be sorrow. You're starting to see, I think, where all this is coming from, why all this happened to you, because there's another side of it. In other words, you're on the other side of it now. So in some ways, you have enough objectivity to be able to tackle this without it crumbling you. You're very close to achieving your goals. So Sagittarius, what are these goals? Your dreams need a practical plan. Being able to, okay, all right, but that could be a different part of this message, right? That could be, you know what? You're so close, like something that you have been working on. I'm trying to put my feet up, I'm so sorry. Something that you have been working on, you're so close to it. And now it's like you're so close to taking what you had dreamed of just conceptually and turning it into something real. Okay, so this is something to focus on. It's actually something that matters to you a great deal, and B, something that maybe you have felt a little bit distracted by all this other stuff, all this other tension. You may have felt a little bit distracted. Well, now you can get back to thinking about that stuff again, because you're so close. And you didn't lose ground. I don't feel like this is a message of somebody who lost ground. I feel like you can pick that energy back up right where you left it. But that it does still need a little bit of manifesting. Yes, your dreams are very close. And unfortunately, it's so easy for us, Sagittarius, to give up right before we've achieved something. Don't do it because you're so close. And your dreams need a practical plan. It's just about that last leg of getting something that is just concept out onto at least paper to be able to articulate. Oh, that's a little straggly. To be able to articulate what you see in your head at the very least. Stop. Connect with your soul family. Stop going off the deep end, going to an extreme. It's not going to help you. It's actually just going to hurt your situation. And get around people that really inspire you and help you. This is a need for community. Maybe to have the right people around you so the wrong people don't really get to you. Give it to God is here, releasing what you can understand, what you'll maybe never understand, or upset and hurt that's lingered with you for a long time, releasing it over to God, because holding on to it is really just weighing you down. This is in the future. Something in the past is say, I'm sorry. Somebody never said sorry to you. Somebody never apologized. And I've heard this meme time and time again, Sagittarius. The most difficult thing to do is to forgive somebody that never said sorry. And that's kind of, I guess, what you're being asked to do right now is forgive somebody that never really said sorry. Just give it over to God and say, you know what? This is about my health. This is about my mental health and you know, what I want out of my life and what I'm working on. I don't want a lot of this energy. Just watch my Astrology Motivation. Astrology Motivation is my second channel. I'll include a link above, but you can check it out. Just search Astrology Motivation here on YouTube. And watch my recent video. Subscribe over there. I hope that you do, because I'm trying to grow that channel. My recent Astrology Motivation video that I also posted in the comment section over here is all about, there's a block that you need to uncork in order to let a lot of abundance flow. Because in preventing yourself from feeling or confronting or dealing with that subject matter, you put like a cork in a lot of your energy flow, and you got to feel that, block it. You got to let that blockage out and feel that uncomfortable stuff to let these juices, in other words, to let these juices flow. In other words, Sagittarius, this is a time when you're supposed to move forward, and you can't let yourself not feel pain or sorrow just so that you can avoid pain and sorrow. You can't let yourself block yourself off. You got to feel all that crap in order to move forward. You got to feel it to heal it. Simply put, that's what's going on. Sagittarius. Yeah, somebody talks shit out of their ass. And there's definitely a fight. This was definitely a lot of fights in the past. People that you had to defend yourself against. And then we have just somebody who talks really big, talks really strong, likes to be the center of attention, likes to keep talking and saying shit, but doesn't really know what they're talking about, kind of pretends like they do. And then you have this just sitting on the corner, just listening to them. People don't even, it's almost like this person doesn't really listen to doesn't realize everybody that's listening to them. They're sort of just casting out to one audience to get specific people's attention. But there could be some, other people are listening. And there could be some consequences for that. Good fortune is here. This is coming up in the past, however. But it's good to start off with good fortune. And then there's space clearing. See? What did I tell you? These two cards coming up the same time, there's good fortune that wants to come in for you, but it hasn't come in because there's too much fucking tension and too much confusion. Sagittarius, your good fortune wants to come through for you, but it's blocked up. You need to clear some space and make some room. And the only room that you can make is with this pent up energy, whatever you've been blocking off. You have got to let that, you've got to allow yourself to feel it, to heal it, because there's so much good fortune that wants to come through for you. Jupiter will go into retrograde, has gone into retrograde. And Jupiter is your ruling dignitary. So ultimately, this is kind of like a review process of where did I cut my abundance off? Where did I give up hope? Where did I lose faith? Those are the places that I need to get back to because there's going to be so much energy that's pent up around them that because I ignored them or tried to push them aside, I'm not experiencing. It's like you're robbing yourself of major assets that you're going to be able to come back to now or come back into contact with. Okay, and that could be actual literal too, literal assets. So Sagittarius, let's get some more information. We have unfinished symphony. Yeah, this was started a long time ago. Yeah, this was started a long time ago, and now you're finally being given a shot to be able to maybe finish it, right? Interesting that card came out. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Jesus. Apophyllite, increased support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. Where's that coming from? Something here in the past. Tanzanite, ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. This is in the past, so this is something that you've already experienced. Maybe you have a new love in your life. Okay, in other words, you've already taken steps toward healing along this process. This is your next step. Now I feel a lot more secure in this, Sagittarius, but it's not like this is a new realm for you. Like you don't have any experience with confronting this. It's not just like a tower moment or a shoe that's going to drop, right? This is you actually have some experience with this subject matter and you have confronted it, right? You've already confronted it because you've already done some healing, because you've already been able to improve specific aspects of your life. So this is really good energy to come back around and say, well, it's time to take the next step. See from a different point of view. Release it off to God, and finally maybe having a connection to God enough to say, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna now I'm at a point where I can have faith enough to be able to just trust that God has got my back, because maybe before I didn't. But it's almost like in some ways, Sagittarius, life has already shown you that you can trust. You're not at the same level of doubt as you used to be. Let's get into your animal totem cards. These are very important messages. So when you see these animal totems pop up in your life, you'll know what they mean. And when you see them in your life, you'll also know to pause and stop. because you need to look around at what's going on around you. Okay. We have skunk spirit and know your worth. So know your worth is skunk spirit, but also be loyal. Somebody who is loyal to you, you being loyal to somebody, you being loyal to the people who make you feel good about yourself. However, let me say this. It can get pretty fucking stinky. The dogs and skunks usually don't get along. So it's almost like you're finding ways to get along with somebody who's unconventional, not normal for you to get along with them. Because there does require a huge level of self-control, Sagittarius, to be able to make this kind of situation work. It's like balancing, it's like doing a balancing act. Like a tightrope act. Right? But it's also about, if you take the two cards together, being loyal to and being true to yourself by allowing yourself to do whatever it takes to heal, and to have a level of self-acceptance. There you go. This is a level of self-acceptance, like feeling good about yourself. You want to stay true to yourself. You want to continue to stay true to yourself. But that doesn't happen through denying what you're feeling. It happens through honoring what you're feeling. Because if you deny what you're feeling, you're almost just abusing yourself. You're telling yourself, no, those feelings don't matter. Just like somebody else would have told you, no, those feelings don't matter. But those feelings do matter. You do matter. How you experience those feelings matters. It all matters. And so that's where you have to start. You have to honor that those feelings matter. That was not an orb, by the way. That was a piece of dust. I saw it go across. Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. And this is coming up right now, current. So you're being asked right now to take steps that actually help to build out a stronger future than what you have right now. This is Virgo energy. So it's like slow, pedantic work, taking those first steps, making a schedule, making a plan. Maybe you are planning on something anyway. You're starting to develop your plan. And it could very well be that if you've had a breakthrough in your life, you have to start developing a plan. This is almost like now, or you might want to start now to start the manifestation process, to be in the energy of I have, I can, I do, I am. I have, I am, I do, I can. You want to be in that energy right now and start to plan as if you already have it, because you almost do. Just stick to your guns. And then we have your angel messages. Yes, I'm going over to tarot. Absolutely. There's always a full tarot card reading, as you guys know, Sagittarius. So we can go into that to get more details, the almost personal reading over there, and then also your romance reading over there. It's 2 readings in one. So you just have to buy one video, and then it's 2 readings in one. Okay, so let's go on to healing. I, the angel of healing, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. Okay, so this is healing and gratitude. Make gratitude your new attitude. Make gratitude your new attitude. The stars will shine brighter upon you. All in your world will become lighter. I mean, gratitude is essential, and it is 100% the key to all of this right now. Being grateful for how far you've come, honoring it, and don't stop there. Let's move on to tarot. I'm going to see what else comes out. I love you guys. I'll see you. Link is below.